Well, you know what they say, if it's not hurting your eyes, then it's not a McDonald's.
A Mc what, sorry?
Sorry, yeah, McMorgan's, I mean.
Like I said, I don't know of this character who you speak of.
No, I think, slip of the tongue.
Yeah, just a little slip of the tongue, yeah. I mean, it's just got such a horrible aesthetic. I don't know if I like it or not. It's just got such a garish aesthetic to the build. I am tempted, like, I almost want to have another door here, but I need somewhere to, like, have the main service area. I think this is where it's going to be. So I need some desks. Are there any cool desks that I can potentially use as, like, a counter?
Well, if you look at what I've used in the phone shop, I've used the stone desk from the Mr. Crayfish Furniture Mart.
I think we do have these things called... Oh, nice, I could use these, couldn't I? Nice! That does actually kind of fit with the build. I think that's stained clay, but it's fine. We can also get some gates as well. Can I get like a gate that's like especially either red or yellow? What about this kind of? I'm not having a saloon gate. That's probably about. Actually, no, I'd rather be red. Actually, given it's next to a. Oh, nice. Here we go. Boom. That is actually looking pretty sweet. I'm not gonna lie.
Toys, cool.
So Corey, are there any kitchen equipment guys in here? Are there any? So what stuff can I have in a kitchen? So I think so we obviously need some commercial fridges. So if I stick down like maybe a fridge here and a fridge here.
Would the R2-D2 toy be the most popular toy? I think probably.
Like some ovens. What if I stuck like some sinks down and I'm like, hey, here we go. Of course, so do we have any like stove? Is it's called like a, oh, it's nice, it's a stove. Honestly, I can literally just integrate the ovens into the stove. So what about like some fryers? Okay, so maybe if I try and organise this a little bit better. So I've got a row of ovens that I can potentially stick there. So Corey, do we have any like fryers or anything?
Forget about fryers, man. I need a McFlurry machine.
Because I know you're much more familiar with this mod than I am. Like, do you have any other ideas for what?
The crayfish has a grill that you can use for the burgers.
Oh, nice, nice.
As far as fryers go, I do not know. I don't think so.
I think that's fine. Anyway, I think we don't need like a crazy kitchen. The ceiling. Oh, like I'm tempted just for the ceiling. Should we just have like another really garish, like red, like bright red ceiling?
Possibly.
It's just gonna end up being so garish. Like the inside of this building is just like, oh no, it's just so much. It's kind of like, because I know like normally I'm much more into like doing like builds for functionality and that kind of deal, and here I am trying to do a build that looks nice. I mean, I don't know if I've succeeded. I feel like the guys will be the critics in the comments section if I've done like a absolutely horrendous job. I mean, I would not be surprised if there were people in the comments who was like, what the hell have you just built? Like, why have you built this thing? But, I mean, it's a pretty cool looking thing if you ask me. What are you doing with my... Oh, okay, you fixed the M for me. Nice.
Try it.
I gotta say, I'm kind of happy with that build. Like, I don't know, I like it and I don't, if that makes sense. It's like... It's kind of a cool looking build. There is one thing it does need though. It needs its crazy ass sign. If you wouldn't agree, Corey.
I mean, it wouldn't be a McMorgan's without the crazy ass sign.
I wonder if I could actually get this thing to work. If I could get this to work, this would be like super cool. Oh, okay, okay, you're raising it. I was but like, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, you're right, you're raising it up. Nice. What if we did?
Yeah, probably to match the thickness of the rest of that, just do 2.
Emily, I didn't exactly measure this out, so this could be off dimensions-wise, but I guess we'll see. If not a little bit of will that it can save me here, if I've done something horrifically wrong. That's yeah, okay, I feel like this build's gone a little wrong, but I can just use some will let it to fix the issues that I'm having. Because I believe that M is a little too close to that line that I would like it to be.
Yeah, maybe if you just make this M a little bit further away from that one, like
Yeah.
up to...
So if I do like / move 3 blocks, maybe?
Yeah, that's done it.
Actually, I would say...
Or maybe just 1 to the left.
Move maybe like 2 blocks. Oh, okay, I moved it slightly in the wrong direction. There we go.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I'd say so. And then I think if I then do some crazy builders one things, I can then stretch it out so it's so it looks pretty cool. It's very obviously though a bit more than so. There is like no mistaking that. Should I keep like a thin sign or should I keep like a thick sign? Like, as in, should I keep it like 2 blocks like this, or should I make it go all the way back?
I think 2 big is fine.
I am just looking at it. I'm not quite sure if I'm convinced about. I think what I might do is that, and maybe that, to try and enunciate the M a little better. Yeah, I think I prefer that. Why have you done... I don't know, do you prefer it like that, or do you prefer it like that?
I don't know if you actually need the arches on the roof.
What, do
You get what I'm saying? Maybe if you rotated this one to be facing out this way.
I don't know. I think what I'll do is I'll keep it like that. Yeah, I think I can kind of stand by that. Anyways, I think I'll have a quick pause here, guys, while I sort the inside of the restaurant out, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, we're back. It's probably going to be the final segment of the video. So I've got a bit of a shell, if you will, for TFC. I've just built it out of white concrete and red concrete. And I've just stuck a sign down. So Corey, what are you building over here? So the toy shop's coming along kind of nice.
So yeah, this toy shop, minus the door, is going to be boys' toys.
Oh, so we've got a boys. Nice. Is there going to be like a way you can go between the boys and the girls' toy shop? Is there going to be like a way you can do that, or are they going to be like 2 different shops?
I mean, I think Boys Toys is its own franchise.
Oh, okay.
You know, we don't want any smelly girls on the channel. Anyway, I think the audience analytics show that we don't have a lot of females watching anymore.
I think the analytics. I think there's something like. I think it's like in the range of like the really high 90s of male, and then like in the really high, in maybe like 1 or 2% female, for our audience. Not quite sure why, but I guess that's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes.
Yep, there's 1 or 2 females probably being both of them.
See, white concrete and some red.
So I'm thinking that you should probably use the glowing white and red blocks for the floor. Yeah.
I agree.
Just give it some light in. Whereas on the roof, I might build a chicken bucket.
Ooh, nice. What, with some chiseling bits and stuff?
Just with regular blocks, you know.
I admit this is gonna be like the smallest commercial kitchen I think in existence, but
I mean, it's a good thing they only sell chicken, isn't it?
well, what about we've got to have those fries as well, Corey. You can't forget about the fries.
We gotta have fries though.
We've got to have the fries.
Does
Oven
it work in
floor.
or does it still just sell meat ingots?
So what if I have some stoves and then I'm literally gonna have the same a barbecue grill inside? Could you imagine? You're just there. You go into a TFC. You're like, hey, I want some barbecue. Is this barbecue? Oh, I believe. Okay, the barbecue's a little. I don't think it's necessarily going to fit too easily. I don't quite know why.
They are known for their barbecue grill.
Okay, so it requires like a 2x2 area, but it's just. Oh, okay, I see. Because the back of the barbecue, so that protrudes into the block behind it. Okay, so yeah, okay, we're not having any crazy grills. We're just gonna have regular, boring old grills.
Sorry if this messes with anything you're doing, but I have expanded the roof a bit just to make the building look a bit.
Ooh, okay. I kind of like the look of that. Actually, that looks better than what it was. I definitely agree. The only thing we need is some item frames, all the different like food items you can order in them. They're kind of like the main thing we need. So if I look at the chairs, I believe the chairs we have are those weird plasticky kind of chairs. Red chairs. Are there any white chairs anywhere? Maybe. I didn't think there are any of the white chairs. Unless I'm blind, I cannot see any of the ant chairs. Oh no, okay, it's just called ant chair. Okay.
Tell me why I keep building things manually when I've got a builder's one.
That is a question that I believe only you can answer, my friend. Oh, okay, you've just made it go extremely dark in here. Like, it was just perfectly bright in here, and then all of a sudden, yep, you're not having a loud anymore. Yep, we had a bit of a moment of, there will be lights. No, okay, there's not. I mean, it's definitely going to be a restaurant before. I've realised something cool. I think I've realised why...
Could you not have done the floor before doing the tables?
Maybe, but that's the smart thing to do. Remember who you're talking to here, right?
I do seem to keep getting that.
Actually, why am I doing that when I can literally just do... I can use my exchanger tool. I can use Mr. Exchanger.
Okay, how big do I want this bucket?
It's cool. I think I realised why it's so quiet in here. Well, why we haven't got any crazy shenanigans builders or anything, like, you know, itching for us to get all the stuff open.
Why is it so quiet, man?
Well, they're all at home, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
That is correct. I mean, we don't want all of our precious villagers getting corona.
Although, to be fair, is the solo principality of Megacity, the city-state, of course, under lockdown right now?
Yes. But that's the reason, really. Like, I've been thinking, like, why it's been so quiet. But I think the villagers just knew lockdown was going to be a thing, so they just like did it, like a couple of years in advance, kind of thing. They were just,
oh yeah. Okay, that's why we've had no citizens up to this point.
That's what. Yeah, that's probably had no citizens in the town because they knew lockdown was coming. So they're like, yeah, lockdown's coming anyway. What's the point of? Also, I definitely see what you mean about having these tables in the way. I think I've got a bit of a plan. I know it's scary when it happens, but I do have a plan. Like, nobody panic, but I have a plan. I'm going to use some world edits temporarily, get rid of the tables, and then I can be... What's going on with my crazy thing? I think, despite me doing world edit, it's still detecting the tables as being there. I'm not quite sure maybe what's going on. It's just been a little bit crazy. Yeah, invalid block tile entities. It's telling me there's like some weird tile entities. What's all this crazy stuff? I did not know what that was. Whether it was like remnants from the table, I do not know. I do not know what that was. But yeah, something just really weird just happened with the world edit. I'm not quite sure what, but I mean, something happened.
Oh, it's causing quite a bit of lag.
There's just like weird like phantom entity blocks that are just kind of like everywhere. Go away! They're just everywhere. I don't know where they are.
Oh, well, they're causing me to lag out a bit.
Are they causing you to lag? I don't. Are they... Well, I don't know what they are. They're just weird, like untextured blocks. I don't think World Edit was happy with me using World Edit to remove tables. I think that's what it's probably complaining about. It's also quite hard to tell the difference between the quartz blocks and the glowing blocks without looking at Whaler. Because I'm not gonna lie, they do look pretty similar. I feel like I'm gonna miss one block, and there's gonna be some like guy in the comments just like, "You missed one." I feel like if that's the one I was gonna miss, that was the one I was probably gonna miss. Okay, so if I now do undo, nice, the tables are back, no problems at all. So Corey, we now officially have a TFC inside here. How exciting is that?
Very nice.
Also, I don't think it's gonna until lockdown like lifts. I don't think we're gonna be able to open it, but I mean, I don't think that's gonna be too big of a deal.
I mean, I don't think that's a massive problem for the negative.
Yeah, I mean,
It's not like we had a stable economy anyway.
I mean, you're not wrong really. Luckily, there should be. Like, I almost don't want to build like tables in front of like the TFC sign. Like, I don't know. I think if I build tables in front, I kind of want it to be. I think I'll build maybe like one here, because then there's no risk of it really intruding on the sign. I mean, it technically spans over to here, so I guess we can have some tables and chairs over here, maybe. And maybe just one more like double table. Just for good measure. There we go. So now there's 3 tables outside each restaurant, which isn't, it's not the end of the world. So Corey, you're very good with food and stuff, right? Do you want to fill up the items frames inside the restaurants with foody stuff?
I think chicken.
Because what are they actually going to... I know there's... Oh, we only have the one type of hamburger, right? Do we actually have any fries? Oh, we do have French fries in Match the Editions. Do we have anything like a milkshake or anything, maybe? A milk jug. Milk and cookies. Can we have milk and cookies? Nice. Do we have any ice cream or anything? I don't believe we have any ice cream. Can I just get like a thing of water, maybe? Like, I don't know, a bottle of... I'll just get like I'll just get a plain old water bottle. I mean, how much more boring can you get than that? I also wanted like, I don't believe we have Pam's Harvest Craft, so we've not got all the crazy food stuff. So what we have at TFC? Oh, nice. We've just got the roast chicken. And we've got the fries. Nice. But well, I think guys, at least in terms of my builds, I'm pretty much at a decent wrapping up point for the episode. I think there's probably a few little things I could probably do with adding off camera, but I think overall, I'm pretty happy with what we've achieved this episode. I think Corey's just finishing up at the chicken bowl, but I think while he's doing that, I will go and quickly tour the work in progress builds we've got over here. So we've got a Corey's just built, it's a pretty bare bone shop at the minute, but we've got a nice little phone store. We've got the kids store. Oh, wow, so we actually have. We've got Mr. Deadpool over here. We've got a doll over here that I'm not quite sure what he resembles. We've got some... What are these things? They almost look like those... I'm not actually sure what these guys actually are. Indians. Why are they called Indians?
I think they're meant to be Native Americans, man.
They are some very strange looking Native Americans. We've got some toy helicopters. We've got some wrestling rings. I think there's... Direwolf 20, Pahimar, and I believe that's possibly Aurelian. Not entirely sure. Don't quote me, but I believe that is Aurelian. We've got some TARDISes, and we've got some R2-D2s. So I think what we'll do, guys, I think we'll cut the video here, and we'll pause finally when Corey's finished his TFC build. Okay, guys, so Corey's now finished his chicken in a bucket. I mean, I think if I was The chicken I would not be very happy given I'm like in a like some, I don't know, I feel like if I was a chicken I would not want to be in the bucket basically about to get eaten, but I mean
I think the chicken's more than willing. I think he says, "Come here, I am tasty."
Anyway, so I think that's the end of episode 12 of Mega Construction City Edition, guys. I hope you have enjoyed. Goodbye from Peter Plum.
And how much do